Hey everybody, this is Jada on piano where we make music make sense, and today we are doing the 2-5-1 in G flat. Okay, so if you're joining us for the first time today, we've been doing 2-5-1s for a little while. Today we're in G flat, and that right there, let me show you a 2-5-1. This is just me playing right now, but there's a 2-5-1. Now, let me give you the scale really quick in G flat. But before I do that, if you like this kind of content, learning this kind of stuff, if you know a musician who needs to or wants to learn something that is going to be so foundational for all of their music playing, go ahead and share this video. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like this video. Comment. Let me know if this is helping you out any at all. Here's our scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Now, in order for us to get our 2-5-1, this was our 2. This is our 5. And this is our 1. Now, for us to get the chords, we can build the chords. We use the chords of this, or we use the notes of the scale only to build our chords. That's why we played the scale first. So let me give you the 2. Play a note, skip this note, play a note, skip this note, play a note, skip this note. That's our 2 chord. And this is the root position, which means it's in the most closed form possible. Every note is in order. That's root position, and it starts with the name of the note. In this case, A flat minor 7. And so that's how we know this is in root position. Let me go to the 5 chord. Play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, play a note. This is a D flat dominant chord. That's our 5. Now, notice, I want to say it here, I didn't skip something like this or this. I didn't skip those because they're not even in the scale. Remember, we played the scale? Those notes aren't even in the scale, so we don't have to worry about skipping them because they don't exist in the scale of G flat in general. Let's go ahead and get the 1 chord for, or the notes for the 1 chord. Play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, play a note. Let me get my hands straight. Trying to stay on the microphone. Skip a note, play a note. There we go. You see that? That's our 1 chord. That's our 1 chord. Now, if we played that in root position, that doesn't sound, we've heard that sound, but that's more like of a jazz type of a sound. And if you're playing jazz, playing them all in root would be cool, but listen to something like this. Voicings are everything in music, okay? So that was a 2-5-1 straight up. Now I'm gonna play it and leave my left hand totally the same, okay? And I'm playing it like this because listen, it's a little bit muddy if I put that in there, this B. See that? But if I put it up here, and really I'm calling it a B, it's C flat. Maybe I need to play the key. It's C flat because G flat, A flat, well, let me fix it. G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat, E flat, F, G flat. We know this is a B, but in this context it's a C flat because we need something from the C, a representative from C to represent us in the scale. Just like, and I'm saying this, I'm throwing these little nuggets in when they come up. Look at this scale: G, A, B, C, D, E. And that's flat because I'm in the key of G flat, but really it should be F sharp. Let me prove it to you, because I don't want you to think, oh, you just making this up. I'm not. I'm trying to drag this in a way. You know what? I'll just put it right here. Okay. Let me go to the key of G so you can see exactly what I'm saying. Just like that. Okay, you see that? It says key of G. Watch that again. G, A, B, C, D, E. Notice it says F sharp, G. We had each note, each letter name one time. Every letter name one time. So if we're in the key of G flat, we have to do the same thing. Now it says F sharp. Hold on. Let's change the key to F sharp so you can see what I'm saying. Well, let me go back to G flat. This, you're getting a little extra here in the theory department. Look at this. G flat, A flat, B flat. We've already used the B, so this cannot be B. We have the B represented as a B flat. Now we need a C represented. It's a C flat. D flat, E flat, F, G flat. Now let's go to F sharp because we know that also could be the note name for this. And let's go there. Watch this. Every note name represented. F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. Now it gets to be a B because we need something in the B, a representative for B. Look at that. C sharp, D sharp. Now look at this. This is normally, we know this as an F, but we need something, a representative of E. And so this has to be an E sharp because here is our representative for F. It's the F sharp, which is the key. So we can't have F sharp. We need E sharp, F sharp. So that's part of the reason why I use G flat because I don't like calling this note G sharp or this note A sharp or this note, or I don't like calling this note D sharp and this one called E sharp. You know, I can deal with calling this a C flat. So anyway, we had that slight little, interlude there. Gives us a little bit of extra theory. Now, instead of putting all this down here, making this real muddy, I took that note out and I put it up here. So it looks like we have just the C flat major chord up here, also known as B. And then watch this. I can go there. See that? Make my D flat 7. So, and then these are close, okay? Those chords were close to each other. So, nice little voice in there. Let's change just the right hand. What's in my left hand is going to stay the same. So let's move up. Here we go. Hear that? And all I did was change the inversion. It gave us the same chord but a different sound. One more time. Right? Now let's go to the last one. There it is. Sounds real nice and complete. So those were all my inversions for that. And I was using the 7th chord except for I just used the triad to get back to my 1 so it can sound nice and, finished instead of, that sounds a little bit, it sounds a little bit less complete because you have this note just hanging out here. However, sometimes we want that. If you want that, you can put it in. But for me, I like it to be, okay, I know I'm in G flat. Cool, let's roll with it. So we've got, right? We've got all that. That's our 2-5-1, and all we did was change our inversions up here. Okay, let me go to the drop 2s now. Now we did our 2-5-1, and then now I'm going to take the drop 2. So using the same notes that I used before, drop 2s are simply taking the note second from the top, second highest from the top. The right is top, the left is down. And if you listen, these sounds on the right hand side are higher, sounds on this end are lower. And I take this note and I take it down here. So we've got that. And then let's take this second. So I can go, and then here, something like that. You see that? Now, let's try, let's, that was just taking them from root position. How about if I change the inversion to this and then move it? That would be better. Sorry. Which one was that one again? I did. Oh, this one. Sorry. Could work out. Could work out. This one. This is much closer together. I just don't have the 7th in here. So if I don't have the 7th, that can work too. But I was just showing you all drop 2s here. Let's change to another inversion. That would be that. Let's go here, like, let's see. Pretty typical. Now watch this one. That makes it easy. See that? That's A flat minor 7, D flat. That one's really close, right? So those drop 2s can give us an option where we're just giving it a little bit different sound, but if we choose which ones we're going to use, we can be much closer instead of hopping all over the keyboard. Now, to finish up, let's do a rootless 2-5-1, and in this case, I'm also going to do the rootless 2-5-1, but I'm also going to make it a secondary dominant. A lot of people, and I say this in every video, but it needs to be said so that it can be understood. The 2, sometimes people can say, well, that you can use this, and this is a 2 chord. What did I do? And they literally say you can use this, you know, the word this, A flat dominant. Now, as I've said in every single other video, this is the diatonic chord. Look, watch. That note is in the key, right? This note is not. But if you're in the key of G flat, you have, I'm sure you've seen somewhere someone play this chord. Guess what? Using the rules of music, that's not wrong. However, let me say it better. It's not wrong to play it, but it's wrong to say that it's the 2 chord. Okay? What do I mean by that? You can play that chord and it can make sense, but it's not the 2 chord. Well, what chord is it? Watch this. Like I said in every other video, but maybe this is the first time you've seen, you know, one of these videos. This chord is the 2 chord, okay? And because we talked about the diatonic chords, meaning the chords that are in the key, diatonic chords are in the key. Now, because we talked about that, this one belongs to the key. But this chord does belong to a key. Well, what key does this belong to? Okay? This chord is a dominant chord. Dominant chords are the 5 of a key. It was the 5 of G flat as well. A dominant chord was a 5 of G flat. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's D flat. Watch the chord that I made. The diatonic chord, we just talked about it early when we were showing our chords, is D flat 7, right? That's my diatonic chord, and it's the 5. Well, I need a diatonic chord of a dominant chord, and what is the 5 of? It happens to be the 5 of D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, why is a dominant chord so important? Because the dominant chord kind of points you to it points you to home. It can give you some choices, but it points you to a target chord. And there's only one dominant chord for every single key. But that doesn't mean you can't use dominant chords in other places. So that's what we're doing. Well, this chord is a dominant chord, and this dominant chord is the dominant in the key of D flat, And so when we play an A flat dominant, we want to go to a D flat. Well, guess what chord is next? It happens to be a dominant, but it is a D flat. So we can play this chord because we want to go to a D flat. Right? So the reason the chord works in G flat is because it works in D flat, and we don't have to be isolated to only use this chord in the key of D flat. We can use this chord every time we want to go to a D flat, even if we wanted to go to a D flat minor. Right? So, it'll lead us there too because it's a D flat chord. So, all I'm getting at is because of the rules of diatonic, harmony, we understand that this chord belongs, this one can be used as a substitution. So that's, we're taking this rootless voicing from this. So rootless means I take the root out. Okay? And I think I want to take the yeah, that's it right there. I can take either one of those. That one's, let me take that one. So let me do that one again, so you can see. I'm gonna take that one. No, I want to keep it there. Nope. Either one. You can use this one as a D flat 9, or this one. It's a D flat 9, or the D flat in root. I mean, not in root. It's a D flat 7 chord. Your bass player would be playing this part, and then that, any form of that. So that's just giving you a rootless voicing as well to play with, along with the other voicings that we had. One more time for that. There we go. So there's some chords for you in the key of G flat. I hope you can use them. Let me know the places that you are using your G flat 2-5-1s in. You guys take care, and I'll see you next week.